We're off to the next round, aren't we? I'm trying to look for a list here of people. And Aaron Bendickson that went ahead. Tim Tournay. Aaron Garberding. Aaron Bendickson just gave me the thumbs up in the other room. He's what a relief, living on the edge. But well played, well played. They're getting their act together in the other room and bringing in the next player in the next round, and they have to figure out what games are going to be picked and the order. Interesting. We haven't seen a game in a while. Have you been watching? There's a certain game that hasn't come up, and it's mousing around. It came up in the very beginning of this tournament. No one's picking it. And I noticed that you got to have some flipper skills there when you're playing the mouse in the round game. But I'm kind of interested to see if it is going to be picked this round. And anyway, what games are going to be picked? All right, here.
30 seconds on each game.
All right, so here we are in the next round, and the new player that comes into this game that's been waiting for these players is Michael Warfield. And I got to type that in, and
Does the time start after the plunge?
they're going to do a 30-second practice session for him on each game. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to figure out how to get people's names up on here. We don't know the order yet either.
Thanks.
No, I'm good, thanks. Sit down, dude. Yes, one person is waiting. I personally was the 9th seed. I was in the group where only 2 were going ahead. The next group after that round, they're doing the top 3 go ahead. Hi, Garberding family. Just give you a shout out. You're watching their Pops play. Give you a shout out there. Say something on the chat to me, all right?
I'm not even going to attempt that during this. I've not got that down yet.
Get on the mic and say something right
now. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
No, that's good.
Space now.
Got the tilt down.
Yeah, you gotta get close to it. Come on, introduce yourself, man. You're coming on here, so
Hey, man, we got Don Whalen in the house.
that would be you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sit closer to me, man. Just a step. There, stop. All right. They're still testing out games there. You can. I don't know if you can hear Monster Bash, but Michael Warfield gets 30 seconds to go through each game. So we're waiting until he's done. Then he's gonna get to pick the first game basically, and then we're gonna have to move the camera so on and so forth.
Yeah, we'll see which game he decides to pick. He's the higher seed coming in, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what Michael goes with.
Yeah, everybody else is warmed up, you know. It's like, well,
Yeah, he's Michael's a player who's really improved a lot the last couple of years. See kind of how he performs under this kind of a standard. He's pretty relentless player though. He's very consistent and persistent.
yeah, I would agree with you, and he's young too, but he definitely gets focused in on games, and I'm kind of curious to see what games he's going to pick, because some of these, all these games aren't really tilt sensitive, but there actually are a couple that are, where the games here are, and there's certain players who play light and easy. There's certain players who like engage with the game and move the game at times. So I'm just kind of curious to see what game is going to be picked. Just as a check here, any of you guys on the chat, just let me know how it sounds and how the stream is, okay?
I'm just getting settled in here, man. Getting dialed in.
Yeah, man, you just relax, dude. You just
Exactly. I need to relax a
ease in.
little.
Take a nice deep breath.
You can see Michael in the background here warming up on Sea Witch, classic Stern game. Wonderful layout, great artwork.
Don, who owns this game? Whose game is this?
I believe this is James Eads' game. James Eads. He's a pretty legendary Seattle pinball guy, collector.
And you're pretty familiar with this game, aren't you?
Yeah, I've worked on one of these. Kind of shopped it out, got it going. A friend of mine in Portland had one. It's actually a really wicked one, but I don't really know what happened to that one.
Yeah.
This one plays about the same, not quite as fast, but definitely same ruthlessness, if that's a word.
Yeah, that's a word. It's a word.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Let's listen closely. He's gonna pick a game. I'm gonna see if I can be psychic here. I think he's gonna pick a D&D.
So, is it true I'm choosing?
Yeah, I know he likes
Here,
DMVs
look,
a lot.
Do you hear him? Do you hear him talking?
You're top seed each game, so you can choose position or game each time.
Okay. But if I choose position, I choose position every time then? Or?
No, each one's independent, so you can mix and match.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
took
I
it off
see.
the mic. I was trying to take it off for you because he's making it.
I'm gonna choose Super Soccer.
Oh wow, super.
And that's a bit of a
soccer.
surprise, I think, to both of us sitting here.
Yeah, I am surprised too. One thing is, see, the different position is Michael just showed up here at the house, probably in the last 45 minutes. So he hasn't seen anybody playing it. I mean, maybe he did. I could be wrong, but he hasn't. We've been here all day, down, and we watched people play, and we've seen it. So we're like surprised because we know how brutal it is. But hey, he's playing with great players, even though they played the game before. It is even ground the way that game's playing.
And that's a really good point, Nick. This game, pretty much anybody can win on this game. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of advantage for any of the four players.
Yeah, there isn't a huge strategy to the game, and there's not these multiple shots you have to get like in a DMD. It's pretty simple, but it's ruthless.
It's pretty ruthless. Yeah. I mean, you're going to see guys that are more accustomed to the older games probably play a little bit better on this game, but really, I mean, all the guys now have such tremendous skills that it's a coin toss, man.
Yeah. I mentioned this earlier, but it's right there. I mentioned this earlier. How the game will come off the right rail there on the top in the middle of the play field. there's that little this little
Yeah.
it'll
No,
like bounce off that and come down the middle. And I also noticed though, if it's coming at a faster speed, that it will come over to the left flipper. And you can catch it on the left flipper.
and that's a really, really good point also, Nick. I mean, that's a really key spot on this playfield. It when you're playing this game, because I know this game pretty well because it's my game. When you nudge that ball coming off of that area you were just speaking of, that post, if it's rolling at just the right speed and you just give it a little tap on the side of the game, you're going to tap it right over to the left flipper, and you're going to totally avoid a straight down the middle drain.
All right.
And it's a pretty, it's just a feel thing. I think Michael might be thinking, he's just starting out kind of cold, and this is a good one for him where I think his strategy may be that he wants an even playing field. He doesn't want to go against some guys that can run a nice run on some of the DMDs right now.
Yeah, no,
he wants to warm up a little and see if he can get some points under his belt.
I don't blame him, because you're coming in and you're a certain type of player is here, and yeah, you're not going to pick the DMD. I don't blame him, actually.
I don't blame him a bit.
It's good. I mean, if he picked getaway, he's asking for trouble. So we'll see what happens.
And another point I'm going to throw out there to you guys is that this is a 5-ball game. It's set up old school. That leaves it even more open. When you got 5 balls to play with, you're just increasing your odds of having one good ball.
Hey, I got to get into typing this thing over here.
Yeah, no problem.
Because they got the order.
We're just taking it slow and easy, man. Just chilling out up here in Rod's place.
Yeah. I think Rod. I thought I saw Rod on the chat earlier.
He probably is, man. He's probably up in that airplane fucking.
I saw it. I actually saw his name on there on the chat. I was like, this is so funny.
He's probably trying to get a little glimpse of how we're treating his house. I don't know.
Oh, man. We keep it real. We're all,
no, I know.
We're all family, man.
Exactly.
He knows what's up.
No, we would.
He knows his whole liquor cabinet will be gone by the end of the night. So.
We wouldn't throw down too big
Jeff
of a bash.
Gaggin's going to show up and just take care of business. But
exactly. Things might change when he walks in the house. I think we're going to get this rolling here in the next couple minutes. I actually don't really know what the holdup is, but they'll get it going.
All right. I got to put this down for a second.
You can hear the crowd probably in the background. I don't know, man. The guys are starting to have a lot of fun chatting, just playing some games. Probably some little wagers going down. One little disadvantage that Michael's going to have is he's got to go first. I mean, he did get to pick the game, but he lost position. This is going to be an interesting little match right here because we got some pretty quality players. Tim Tournay's been playing all day. Came in from the wild card last night. I watched him kind of blow this game up last night, too. He hasn't seemed to pull that off today yet on this game. I've seen him play it a few times, but he definitely blew it up last night. He rolled this thing for like 103 or 108 or something. So that's a tough feat. So I'd look at Tim Tournay to be a real player in this match.
Thanks.
I think he just.
No, I agree with you. Sorry, man. I'm trying to type this stuff in here, but no, I agree.
Good.
We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Definitely, the advantage was. I mean, Tim, in a sense, was playing well today, but to get to the point of the group round where only one person's eliminated makes it, I think, a lot easier to survive. So he got through those first so many rounds. It was only the 2 that would survive. That was huge.
No, that's a really good point. All these guys are just looking at it as just moving on.
And I'm sitting here depressed because I didn't. So.
Hey, man, that's the way it rolls.
That's the way it rolls.
You know how
man.
pinball is.
I gotta laugh about it now, But yeah.
Hey, man, you did better than me. At least you got to get some exciting action. I didn't even make the wild card or anything. This year.
And that's just. All right, so I think I've got the player order down here, and let's play some pinball.
Yeah, man. Let's see what Michael's got. Right off the bat, I don't know if he knows the game that well, but if he would have soft plunged that a little, you got that one lane up there on the right-hand side lit, and he could have just gotten a little bonus ball at that. Looks like he's going up to the right side, too, already. But I don't know if he might be just getting a feel for the game. And
yeah, I don't know either. We'll see how the next couple balls go.
He's still going up, and he does get lucky there with hits the mystery hole, and he looks like he's going to get 3 balls out of that, so that's cool. It's an easy 3,000 points. But I think he's got to get those spinners dialed in, man, and really get that rack full, and then go for that area.
Don,
fumbled.
Don, it's so easily said. But have we seen anybody really get the spinner dialed in today? It's pretty rough.
Right,
and then I've seen the ball coming through the spinner slowly and then drain down the middle. But you got to go for it, though. I mean, depending on the game.
Yeah, it's a critical part of the game.
All right.
The
Aaron Bendickson.
It's a love-hate thing, too, with those spinners, because you could rock those spinners for some nice little points. They're only 10 a spin, but you do get them rocking. I mean, hey, it's a couple thousand maybe here and there, but then you do play you do run the risk, I should say, of getting that ball flying right back at you, and it possibly comes straight down the middle.
Here's what I was talking about right there when it slowly comes out of the spinner.
Yes.
It can be dangerous. Let's see what he can do here.
We got Aaron Bendickson up right now. He's strikes me as he's a very, very solid player. Been, as far as I've ever known him, and he gets a nice save there. He's always been a very technical player. I do know that
nice spinner shot there.
He likes DMDs a lot, but I mean, he can play anything, man. He's having a pretty good roll right here.
Yeah, let's see if he can get another spinner, if he's going to collect. Going for the collect, possibly.
He's got a few balls in the rack. I have a feeling he may be trying to rack up a couple more balls.
I like the way he's controlling
really nice
the ball.
there.
Like when it's coming down, he's letting it tip back and forth.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about that. So
that's a decent start right there.
Good. It's a good start.
It's just he puts him right in the mix. I mean, look at their scores. They're both at 10 grand.
Just think if it was really 10 grand. Jeez. A lot more people playing pinball. We got a lot more people playing pinball. That's a whole other thing. I'll talk about it another time about money. Anyway, all right, let's see if we get the skill shot here. We got Tim Tournay.
He does grab the little bonus ball.
Yep. It's a nice little nudge on the top to get that skill shot.
The thing I like about when I've been watching Tim Tournay play is he has a wonderful feel for the flippers. He's got really, really nice, soft control. And it really starts to shine, especially on this EM, where you can really get some good action off those live catches and whatnot. And those
I think he has certain ways of saving the ball, too, and it looks like it's about to drain. So.
That was a nice spinner. I got him some good points there, and then he rocked it right up into the pops, into the safety zone. Those pops are the safety zone for a minute. Let you rest and just get kind of your bearings back. And then try and just recover and do it again.
Plus, you get the possibility of hitting the in lanes on the top or hitting the scoop there and collecting. So
now he did take that shot on the fly, which that was a little questionable, but he did.
I tried earlier and I drained. Feels like you can get it, like right there.
Yeah, it's so tempting. It's hard for us to,
it's a nice.
Those are some excellent nudges right there. I mean, he just brought that ball back from the dead.
See, Well, he called himself stupid there, but I know. Habitually, what he's doing, I mean, you can't help it as a pinball player trying to trap the ball.
Yeah,
but that's the thing about this game, isn't it?
It's such a common thing, as we both know as players. It's like you make this one really great play, and then you get a little dribbler, and you lose it right down like that, and it's just a tough break, and it doesn't sit well with you. But you just keep.
Yeah, I go to sleep at night and tell myself I'm never going to play again. Then that doesn't stick. Anyway,
well, as a player, you get a little angry, like we heard him yell out. And that's a tough one right there.
Aaron Garberding
with a little bit of a slow start, but you never count that guy out. They got 5 balls.
Well, he did put up 4,000 there, and nothing really happened. I mean,
it keeps him up in it, kind of. But I mean, I'm sure he would have wished he did better.
His
there,
first ball,
okay.
We've seen it today. The first ball.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. We know. This is your game, dude. You didn't get to the last ball with the double bonus. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. And any one of these guys can just have one ball and just completely take over this match.
All right, we have Michael Warfield here on the second ball. See how
he's looking really comfortable, but gets a bad drain there. But he is looking pretty loose and comfortable. I can tell by the way he's flipping.
Yeah, but he also just learned what we all learned today.
Definitely.
On to player 2,
We got Mr. Aaron Bendickson back in the house.
who just won a tiebreaker to get to this place.
Yes, he did. Gets some fast action right there around the flips. Oh, he gets a little bonus collect, but not a lot happening. Ooh, tough game.
Ah, yes.
That's what Super Soccer does, man. It's really ruthless.
Yeah. Super soccer. There's nothing soccer about the game. I mean, that's what's funny about this game anyway. It's 300, it's top score, and whatever. But anyway.
It's 300's little sports sister.
Yeah.
300's probably a little bit. Oof. This game's just rolling through the balls right now. They're almost house balls, but
We
couple
we
flips and
haven't
just
seen
down.
anybody roll this game today, have we?
No.
We haven't. I don't think I've seen more than 50, 40. I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. It was impressive last night when Tim Tournay blew this thing up.
Yeah. Different deal though too, because you're playing by yourself in the wild card. You're playing straight through your 5 balls. You're not standing around waiting for everybody else to go through and play. Different kind of thing too. I'm not trying to discredit it. I'm just saying it's a different thing.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So he's getting some sling action there. And who do we got up right now? Or who
We're
do
on
we got
player
up right
4.
now?
We're on Aaron Garberding right now.
Okay, Mr. Garberding. Oh, he gets the gate
And
open.
there it is.
That's
There it is.
That's actually
Nice.
a really nice little key shot.
And just to clarify, because earlier we were talking about this. Oh, another harsh left drain. How does the gate open, Don? How do you get
The gate opens on the upper, just below the pops on the upper right, that little lane there, below the special.
below the special?
Yeah, the special on the right-hand side.
He pointed
lights.
to me. The people watching are not going to tell. Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
special.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. Right below
But
the
that
right.
light lights the special. Obviously, the special's meaningless in this game. I mean, it's just a few little
Right.
points. You know, we're
The
playing
nice
it
plunge
in a-
right
in
there,
a-
by the way.
Yes, it was. He got that. Definitely got that bonus ball.
He figured it out there because he didn't do the first ball. Oh.
Are we on ball 5? Oh no, not
No,
quite.
not yet. But he figured it out because remember we talked the first ball. He was just plunging. Didn't know about the skill shot. But then there he saw a plunge to hit the skill shot.
That's a good point.
He's mutating and learning bigger.
So we got a
faster.
good match. Let's just review really quickly our points here. So we got Michael Warfield at 18,000. We've got Aaron Bendickson at 13,900. We've got Tim Tournay at 16. And we got Aaron Garberding bringing up the back at 5,900, or just 5,900. But this game is just really dishing out some
A nice
pretty
spinner
good
shot
beatdown
there.
as usual. Yeah, that was a really nice spinner shot.
It tells me a lot about you there, Don, because every time you bring a game to these events, you like the beatdown games. Don likes the beatdown.
That kind of is my MO, Nick. The way I'm gonna tell you a little story. I mean, I don't want to get off on too much of a side tangent, or maybe I'll just save that story.
Yeah,
for a few
well,
minutes.
I'll ask you the story when in between the game, okay? And then because I'm curious, actually.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my philosophy
Yeah.
behind some of that.
All right. Nice. Good shot.
That is a powerful shot there. It bounced right off of the collect into the mystery, but he only got one ball.
Oh,
out of the mystery.
but that's a great
But then it
part
rolls
of,
racked right up back those in lanes, and he's having some nice action right now, collecting some points. That's just some good reaction saves right there, and those slings are going nuts. This is player 2, Aaron Bendickson, once again. He's taking the lead in this match, and it's pretty impressive. He's finding a pretty good flow, I would say, especially on this ball.
the flow was born out of the tiebreaker win.
Yeah, and look at this. He just got his rack maxed out. Ooh,
Nice.
almost down the middle. If he can get that collect, he's gonna take. Oh, and he almost got the collect. That would
He's going to go for it again. I know when he gets a chance. Oh, nice.
I think he really would love to settle that. And
he almost
he gets
had
a tough. Flip
It's some
there.
great playing, though.
Yes,
Great
and he
playing.
still gets the bonus. I mean, he still gets another 10 grand because he had that rack full. Ends up at,
But he's playing very calm, I could tell, because he was letting the ball bounce over from the left to the right,
that's a good point.
so on and so forth. So.
It's true. He's taking control of this game. I mean, some players here are gonna have to have some really nice ball here to get back in it.
Hey,
This is
let's see
Tim
what happens
Tournay.
here. Yeah, see, it's coming right over there at that run speed.
Tim Tournay is showing some good patience here. He's just trying to get back under control so he can start picking the game apart. But this game is just not wanting to. Oh, he gets a little collect, but not much happening. But it does help him out. Almost got another
I've
mystery
seen that a
hole.
lot today where the ball goes up there and doesn't hit any of the scoops.
See see what he just did there. He did a trap. It trapped back over to the left flipper, and he jammed it instantly right back up into those pops into that little zone by the special. I'll call it. That's a nice little tip pass too, by the way. That is the safety shot or the survival shot. Either way you want to call it. You'll see a lot of players hitting that shot. I played this game hundreds of times in my house, and that's one of the shots that just get natural for you because it's just see he just did it again. It came back at him, but that is the safety shot. It's just you get out of harm's way, gives you a second to regroup. I think he's trying to rock us some spinner here and get those bonus balls back up and get a collect.
There he is. There is a shot. I think the timing of that shot's when it's coming through the in lane at that speed, you could catch the spinner easier than when the ball's trapped. I don't know. That's me.
No, definitely. Yeah. And there you go. He got a nice little collector. I don't know, 3-4 balls in there, and his score is jumping up. He's having a nice little ball here.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it.
He's right in the match now. That's also another safety shot too, is just going for that collect hole because it's going to bounce around and maybe roll back around down into the mystery area and just give you a little time to figure things out. He's having a good long ball here. He's chipping away, I would call it. He's chopping wood, man.
Oh, another nice save there. That's good, yeah.
And then an excellent trap to control it again. He's trying to get that collect desperately, and he does get it.
Huge,
that's about
huge shot right there.
8,000. He's taking control of this game.
What's interesting is if a player pulls something like this off in the last ball.
Well, no, I think they're on ball 4, though.
No, I was thinking. That was a great ball by Tim.
Definitely a good ball.
He's what does that say? That he's 55,000?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Garberding's probably going to be looking for something here really nice to get back into it.
It's definitely doable.
Oh, yeah. He's got 2 more balls. He's got his double bonus one on his 5th ball, too, coming up. So, I mean, I would never count Mr. Garberding out. He's
a little too far on the plunge, but see what he does here. Good strategy there if you can get the spinner
he's
under control.
Around. He's trying to settle down. That ball is smoking
that ball's
fast.
Just
This is from an old 75 EM. The ball does get moving. The slings are just lively.
He went for it down the okay, let's see.
There's that safety
There's that
shot.
Spot, yep. Wish
and
I
then
knew
he opens
about
the
that
gate, too. He opens the gate, too. And right here, he gets a little nudge right back over to that right flipper. That's a key nudge. Nice spinner shot.
Yep.
Ooh.
But considering how out of control the ball was, he kind of came out of that and did what he could with it. So
he did, man. He was trying. He was putting up a fight, but Super Sucker won on that ball.
I don't know if any others have joined in here on this feed. I think maybe a bunch of us are talking in broadcasting today. There's a couple of the other people like Kevin and
I thought we were on ball 4 earlier, but it looks like they're starting the next.
Are you sure? Is there any
I think they might be on ball 4 now.
No, because that number 1's lit up, right?
Yeah,
we can't see it because it's above the player's word, isn't it?
Oh no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I thought they were on ball 4 that last one. But it looks like they still are just starting ball 4. So they've got 2
you're right,
more
you
balls
can tell.
each. So there's still time for anyone to pull off something really nice in this match.
Yeah, because it's ball 5 when that double bonus light's lit.
So Michael Warfield right there did a really nice little flipper maneuver. He didn't even flip. Oh, but he gets a bad break. But he just did a dead flipper bounce. That is one of the key skills that I would say any pinball player needs to add to their repertoire to get kind of to that next level. It's especially important, I would say, on these classic, more classic games. Or I want to say any game in general.
Let's see if he can do some catching up here.
That was almost
huge
dead.
Save right there. Let's see if he can calm the ball down and get to a place where. And there he is. He's shooting for that right spot you're talking about.
Yes, that is the relief shot. Bendickson needs about 10 grand here on this ball. Oh, and that's an excellent little nudge into the inline there. Bendickson picks up a 10 grand and just stays right in this match.
Oh,
He's
nice
gonna be
spinner
doing
shot
just
on the
fine.
fly.
Yes, his rack is half full, so he's got some bonus just sitting there. Ooh,
Wow.
and then Super Soccer just does some
Hey,
slinging.
but hey, man, the way it started, he missed his skill shot, but he came back.
Yeah, and
he's in the game,
And
so-
look at these scores, Nick. I mean, we got Bendickson with 51.
Yeah, don't
and we-
remind me about the scores there.
And we got Tim Tournay at 55, but he's still got his ball to play here, so he's still pretty much in control of this game.
Ooh,
He misses
out of
that.
any lane, it falls in that lane.
Yeah, he got some unlucky plunge there.
Hitting the spinner though, shooting on the fly, it's huge.
Yeah, risky, but
Yep.
I'd rather see that shot taken off of a control, but there you go. See what I mean about Tim Tournay? He's a very savvy player. He really, I think, has a lot of experience. I don't know all of his background. I know he used to live in Pittsburgh, and I think he's been to some Papas. So
he's got some of the people here on the chat know Tim and from the East Coast. And
so check this out, Nick. Look at his score now. Mr. Tournay, and the pressure is getting higher in these rounds, and Tournay is just stepping it up. He's at 68. He gets an outlane there, but look at this score. He's putting up a really nice game. 72,000.
Yeah, that's two. He had two decent balls in a row right there. All right, Aaron Garberding. Let's just say it. He needs a good ball here.
He definitely does. There's
put
absolutely no doubt.
Get to 30 Gs would be great, actually.
Yeah, he's going to have to really kind of get a monster, actually. He can do it, though.
And there it is.
His timing's just a little bit off.
Super soccer.
Yeah, he got super soccered. That's what we're going to start calling it.
He got super soccer. Super soccer.
All right, we'll get back to seriousness.
I
here.
wonder when I was playing. I hope people were joking when I was playing. When I was house balling, I hope people were talking. Anyway,
I don't think anybody can laugh about those house balls, but damn, man, we both know they hurt. They hurt.
Yeah, that. Gotta learn to let go.
Do you remember last year the Dragon Fist? Some of those house balls that was ridiculous.
Yeah, and listen, when this game's over, I'm gonna remind you. Tell us the quick story about why you picked the games and set them up.
Please do remind me. I'd fill us in on that on the break. All right, so getting back to this match, we got Michael Warfield, and we got the double bonus running, and he gets a really bad break right there.
It's key there for player number 4 in a Garberding to get to at least 23,000. We got to look for that.
That is a really good point. I mean, he can still salvage something out of this match.
Salvage a point out of there because right now, as it stands, because first place gets 4, second place 2 points, third 1, fourth 0. That 1 point becomes huge. Let's see what happens.
So let's talk about what's going on here. Mr. Bendickson is at 52,000, trying to get back up to Tim Tournay's score 72. He's playing really well.
It's almost where he didn't know whether to let it bounce over or, yeah.
All right. That's okay, though.
That's
he
good.
gets a tough drain there, but he's still solidly in second position. So Tim Tournay's
Let's
coming
see
up.
if someone can roll this thing, man.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd like to see him top
it.
his score from last night, but I think he's pretty happy with his match so far. He is at 72,000. Whatever he adds to this is just putting himself in just even better shape. I mean, he's just padding to his lead. I mean, he's in really good shape. Let's be honest about it.
I don't know. Yeah, listen, Mr. Bellingham Pinball. I don't know where it actually started from, the term house ball, but and Don will help me out here. House ball, as in like,
I'm not sure either though.
Well, it's in the sense of like, it's the house's game. You put money into the game, let's say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the ball drains super fast.
That is where it came from.
It's the house, the person knows advantage.
Yeah. The house just took advantage.
You just took your money. It's like if you go to a casino, like, take your cash. Anyway, that's a quick explanation. Ooh.
So Mr. Garberding tried to get something rolling there, and we got a close finish right there.
23,000.
He does edge out that point.
My friends,
like
that is a huge.
That's like one bonus ball.
1,000.
Ridiculous. Nice.
House advantage odds. Thank you. Yeah, that's a huge, huge.
That
What
just
do you
keeps
call
him
that?
in it. That
Yeah.
keeps him in this round. I mean, if he would have pulled a 0 there, that would have really would have been.
No, that's a
something
huge
hard to
point.
overcome.
That's at that point. I have a feeling that point, because we're taking the top 3 in each group and they go ahead. That point's going to become huge here in the last game. So
Tim Tournay's looking at us right now, and he's got a big smile on his face. I probably would have a big smile too with the 82,000 point score.
Tim Tournay's making a guest
Am I
appearance here in the
saying
middle
it
of
right,
thing.
Tim? I think I'm saying it right.
And
Tim
I'll tell you
Tournay. Yeah,
why
yeah,
he came over here.
Yeah.
He's like me in my last name. I understand.
Oh yeah,
So
last names
so-
are tough,
so
man.
It's not E, it's A.
Am I saying it right, Nick?
No, you said it right. I spelled it wrong.
Oh, you spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
what he's coming
you're-
over here.
So even you're
There it
saying it
is.
right. He's just correcting
And
the
A-Y,
spelling.
not an E-Y.
It's all good.
I love he came over here. It's
And he's got a big smile on his face, and I would be too with those 4 points
Yeah,
out
well,
of Super Soccer.
shit. He played in the wild card to get in this thing, and
I
he's
know
still
he's
in it.
still rolling.
Oh,
So-
okay.
okay,
Wait,
yeah.
they're going to tell us. Why do you pick the games that you do in the setup?
Okay, so check this
Great.
out really quickly. I used to race dirt bikes around this area, and some of the clubs out here would put on these races, and these are my memories. They to be honest, I'm going to keep the story kind of short. They would basically beat the crap out of us, but the thing you realize after taking these beat downs is riding these tough races are just making you a better, more accomplished rider and person. You have to overcome. You got to persevere and just overcome. So I kind of bring that philosophy to my pinball games,
Well, we can strain out to here if it helps.
where the harder you're going to set up your game, I mean, I'm sure Kaylee would 100% agree with this. The harder you're going to set up your game, especially in a home use situation, the better you're going to become. I mean, you're just going to, the game is basically going to force you to just, to beat it, If a game's too easy, especially in a home use setting, you're going to get bored of it. You're going to have these long ball times. You're going to sit there, especially if you're practicing by yourself. It's just going to beat you down and get a little boring. So, anyhow, that's my little quick philosophy on setting up my games pretty wicked.
Listen,
hard.
I understand. I totally get why you do that. Especially if, in a tourney, I mean, it's not like an on location game where you're playing it every day, right? Or so on and so forth. You're bringing this game
Into
to
your
these
basement.
events. Yeah, and not a lot of people have a chance to play it. They might know the game, so on and so forth. You set up a game a certain way, and I think that's a great philosophy.
And you're going to see our league. We have some really great players, and I actually think that a lot of the reason for locally we have these great players, or you see these players like me and Nick that come onto the scene, we start getting interested in this. We like to compete, but we're going against some pretty serious competition when it really comes down to it. I mean, we don't have a ton of players out here, but the level of the play I gotta think is really
It is.
decent standard.
And listen, man, right now this is the Seattle Pinball League Finals. Okay, we got 100 people that come in and out here and play. There's a consistent half of that, a little less that are playing at every tournament. But that's just the Seattle Pinball League. There are so many other players I know in town that I play with at the bars, on location players, so on and so forth, that are great players.
That's a really good point.
And I'm sure every other city, people watching, they could say the same thing. But no, I'm gonna talk some Seattle and say we have really good players here. So I can understand your philosophy of how you're setting up the game, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And plus, you got to even challenge the great players too.
Exactly.
And so on and so forth. So
I mean, last year, I think I threw an old Stern game, Dragon Fist, into the mix in this final, and as much as that game's tough just to begin with, and I don't think I did anything too special to that game, but it's just a pretty wicked
listen,
game.
man, I had to play in the wild card to try to go in there, and I played Dragon Fist all the time on location at Adaball. There's a Dragon Fist there. So you put your Dragon Fist there, and it was basically, I remember there was a couple games where people were just plunging, and it was house balling and draining, and basically it was a game of who can get the most points on the plunge.
Yeah, I mean, the once again, and it's going to test your will.
Some people, though, Don, might say that's a little too harsh. Like, you want to be able to play the game. There's a fine line, probably. But I don't think you did that. There's certain things you can't do. You can't. make that happen on purpose.
That last year's Dragon Fist was, I'm going to go as far as to say it was borderline. The game was just evil.
Yeah, again, this tells me more about your personality. Are you evil? Are you?
I've done an evil side to myself, but maybe I do bring that a little bit to the scene.
But I get it. Oh, by the way, it's 5:30 right now Pacific time, 8:30 there on the East Coast. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
and listening to us ramble.
We're
right
just
now,
filling some airtime.
Right now,
it's kind of fun. I'm just getting used to this broadcasting stuff.
That's good. Good. Right now
I think
they're setting up the next game.
Yeah,
and it looks like it's Getaway. Gosh,
Getaway again. I mean, this game's getting played a lot.
Whoever
I think people are
it's either
enjoying
Tim because Tim's feeling good unless he came in the second seat. You know,
also using his Raymond's camera this year, which is a little different from mine.
So we can hear some more voices. Anyway, it's Getaway.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna go. One of us should go and find out the order. Because I don't know. Maybe they'll come to us.
I don't know. I think they'll probably bring it. But one more comment I was going to say is I was trying to think to myself who would have been the higher seed here since they didn't fill us in really yet. Bendickson, I think, might have had this pick because Michael was the higher seed pick the last game. I think Aaron
but
had this pick.
Bendickson in the last round had to play a tiebreaker to get in, right? And Garberding was already in, so wouldn't he be the?
Yeah, well, I think they, I think they take it off of his seeding from the season, and I'm pretty sure Aaron B had the seeding position.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna find out soon enough.
We'll find out. It doesn't really matter anyway. We're going up on Getaway high speed.
I did hear Tim earlier say like he doesn't want to pick the games. Like he picked. I know he picked the Getaway early, but he wants to be in the position, not just play. And
he is in that mode since running from that wild card win last night into this late in the night. He is in that mode. He is just playing and getting by round after round, and just surviving. You know, but you're seeing some experience. I think coming out with Tim Tournay. I think he's played in some pretty big high-level pinball matches, and I really got to think.
Well, we're going to see
that experience is really
helping.
Not
to be a downer and a cynical person, which I am. How many good games can you have on a certain game?
Yeah,
How can you do it all day? What happened? Can you just consistently do that? And we're going to see right now. And I'm saying that
it's getting down to crunch time.
This ain't about no jinx or hex spell. It's about. I'm just curious.
Well,
that's what's going through my mind.
If you remember one thing, sorry to interrupt. One thing to remember is Kaylee George. We all know is a highly accomplished player. Well, he did that feat, I believe, last year or the year before. I forget, but he did do that feat.
Listen,
he came in as the wild card.
Last year he didn't come in the wild card.
Okay,
Bobby Conover did,
before.
But he was like 15th or 14th last year, and he played through and won.
Yeah.
Okay, so. But
it can be done.
Are we really surprised?
Oh, I know. I would be too. But, hey, man, we both know pinball. It's like anything can happen. It takes one ball.
There's a couple games last year where he was in these rounds about to be the fourth place person, like a fishtails game, and then somehow like edged out. And he had a couple games where he barely made it through. And you need a little bit of that sometimes, you know.
There's no doubt. Like I said, you just get by. I mean, a win is a win. Win it, baby.
Okay, listen,
Here, I'm going to take a little walk, and I'll go see if I can't run down that.
Yeah, let me know, because I'm going to need the order. You have your phone with you, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we've been taking pictures of, like, the piece of paper that... How about I don't talk for a second? You guys still with me here, huh? In the chat? Yeah, finally someone's revving the engine before they play. I've been waiting for this all day. The feeling of revving the engine. Friends watching, I'm going to find out the order here in a second. We are on game 2, round 6. I'm not going to try to break down this game and so forth. You've been watching. You know how this game is. If you have any questions about it, hit me up on the chat. I'll try to answer them. Is that Michael player 1? Anyway, we're trying to get the order here. Tell me who's player 1, right? Who was player 1? Michael was player 1. Who's player 2? Aaron Bendickson. Oh, it's the same order as last time. Looks like we got the same order going. We are on player 2, Aaron Bendickson.
All right, I'm back.
I thought he was going to get a ball save there for a second, but that didn't happen.
Oh, and,
We are already.
I don't know if they don't like our commentary. They're not really taking care of us, but whatever. It's kind of fun.
I don't really. Whatever. So, okay, we're on player 3 here. Again, I know you guys watching know this game. Most of you do.
I used to own this game, Nick. I kind of regret it's one of the games that I regret kind of getting rid of because early in my pinball collecting or whatever you want to call this passion, I picked up this game from Bobby Conover, and I didn't really realize that early how fun of a game this is. Yeah, that's a tough drain too. But it's a very fun game. It's simple, fun, understandable, easy rule set, but the elements that Steve Ritchie threw into this game are really fun. I mean, you got that supercharger rocking the ball around with the magnets. It's
you know what drives me
crazy.
You know what drives me crazy? Oh man, is he gonna get? Oh, he got the ball save.
He does kick it.
What's gonna drives me crazy about this game is that piece that separates the in lane and the out lane. The way it was designed.
On the right or the left?
Both.
Yeah.
This and high speed. Yeah. It's the same stuff. The ball will just come over and. Anyway,
it's a fast game. I mean, as well it should be when you're talking about cars and getting away from the cops and whatnot.
Let's see if he can get the shot there, the top right inlane shot. The scoop is.
All right, so I'm going to try and get focused here. We're on player 4, Aaron Garberding. He had a rough game last match, but
he pulled out a point.
And this is a
There's
player.
the right lane. There's the right out lane again.
This is a player that can still do damage. There's absolutely no doubt. So this game is beating people down.
So what is that? That's 10 million there. He's starting off with.
And it pretty much has all day, and it's just in the history of how it's set up here.
I'm sorry, man, but this game isn't as hard as the Super Soccer.
Do you think so? I don't know the way it's playing. It's playing pretty wicked, but in a different way. I mean, obviously,
I didn't pick this game for a reason because people know this game and it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's everyone knows it.
It is easy to get 40 million, but to go off and have a monster game on 100 and then 200 million, you better be on your game. Yeah. I mean, and you'll see a player to do that is going to have to really be on their game. We haven't really seen anyone blow this thing up as far as I would say.
No, not today. I saw it happen last night, but.
So I mean that does send a pretty tell us a pretty good story right there. I mean the game is playing pretty wicked.
Shift with your knees. That's what I'm trying to do is shift with my knee, not with my right hand.
The Stephen Ackerley shift technique.
Yeah, I'm
that's
serious.
pretty
you got
impressive.
It down,
and it's a really good idea because then you don't take your hands off the flippers. I mean, something I'm going to definitely try and check out. All right, we got player 2, Aaron B up again. Let's go over some scores here real quick. Just 1 second.
Steve Ritchie's got an infatuation with cars.
I guess this game stems from a real experience that he had.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty funny.
Saying.
It's pretty hilarious.
You put a new Mustang on the code there. I forget which mode. His face shows up and he's in the car. You know, like.
Let's talk about some of the shots on this game, Nick, just to go over, because I need to really refresh myself.
I got to remember here. Definitely the left orbit, like he just did right there.
And that's going to give him RPM in the center there, the center circle of lights, where that's going to build him up to shifting gears, correct?
Well, you notice the red light over the wheel there in the middle of the playfield just went up. I forget which one that is.
Yeah, I can't quite make that out. But
yeah, you basically want to advance through those. One supercharger. Eventually you get to Redline Mania.
Yep. The modes you're moving through as you shift gears.
Yeah, some people do use their crotch to shift the gears. I've seen it happen.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay to see that.
Player 3 here, Aaron Garberding up. He's got the supercharger.
He needs to put himself back in the mix here.
Yeah, he does. He needs to.
All right, his lock is lit, so he's got to get to that left orbit.
Picks up a little RPM there.
Came through the pops there. It's
Up and down the supercharger,
All right, let's see if
too.
let's see if we can get this orbit. Does it go all the way around?
Ooh.
Oh, barely.
Tucked it
felt
into
like
the
just
lock.
Barely came up the ramp.
Yeah, it
in
looked
the
like it
back.
just had barely enough speed, but hey, man, he got it. And then he gets this loop, two loops, that's a nice little bonus there. He's up
Wow.
into third
The
gear.
game
And
just
he's got 4
came
times.
alive.
Yeah, it did. And he gets a supercharger. It's rocking. It'll probably be anywhere from.
I'm gonna jump off here, man, for a second. Come
Yeah.
back a little later.
Might have some people take
Raymond's gonna come and talk to us.
Okay. Yeah, Raymond give us some different perspectives. I'll see you later, Nick. He's got the 3 cop cars there at the donut shop. And there's a secret red line mode, but I don't think it's too lucrative. I think it distracts you more than anything else. We've got Raymond in the house now. He's going to shed some light on our... bring us some...
There we go.
I'm going to sit back and just kind of let Raymond get back in the flow of things.
Well, had some Popeyes chicken wrap. So.
He's battling this game right now, and the game is just ruthless.
It's definitely fast and furious, but if you use some ball control techniques like the dead passes and the drop catches are especially useful, you can line up your next shots and just keep the ball in play.
Yep, good point. Mr. Garberding stepping up.
Another thing is people I haven't seen anyone try the loop pass yet, where you shoot the right orbit and then hold the left flipper up and then pass it over.
Yeah, we'll probably see that shot coming out here in the next few rounds. Some of you guys that get on this game that know it a little bit more.
It's definitely risky though if you don't do it right.
Gets a little in-lane action there. Nice nudging skills. Keeps it in play. Get a nice little trap on the right flipper. Goes for that lock. I think he got that lock there. And that's a nice dead flipper bounce there. Right back up into the supercharger.
Perfect.
That's the way you do it.
So I would hold up the left flipper probably and get my lock.
You would have just did it.
Yeah,
like
like
he's
that.
doing right there.
Although I probably would have failed because that lock requires like a precise hit. So it was probably better to go for the right orbit. There we go. See what he...
Gets a couple nice flowy orbit shots there.
Yeah.
Feeling the flow.
All right, so he's on third gear. So I think once he completes this gear, it'll light video mode.
He's on a nice little run here. Does he have video mode lit for that for the
not yet.
saucer?
Not yet.
Ooh.
All right, so we're going into ball 3 here. Let's see what we got. 12 million. Looks like 10 million.
$30 million for Mr. Tim Tournay and
So,
Garberding with 33.
If I was Tim, I'd take the free points on the supercharger first and foremost.
Yep. Mr. Michael Warfield, yeah, he just needs some good safety shots, man, and just get some points rocking.
He's actually
and get himself into smash.
he's in danger of getting eliminated if he doesn't do something this round. Otherwise, he'll be in the exact same spot that Greg was in last round.
That's a good point. Yeah, Mr. Warfield needs to put a ball here and get a ball going here.
You don't need to do that. You have ball save. Oh no.
That's a really tough break. Mr. Warfield's a little upset with that, but you know, as a player, it's easy for us to stand back and kind of look at the situation from in the booth here. But
Oh no.
oh, sorry,
Did he just get screwed out of his free ride? Oh.
I didn't see you. What happened?
Oh man, he was trying to do the plunge the ball and drain on purpose, so that it shoots it back around the loop.
Well,
He got screwed.
I
It might be because there might be 2 balls in the lock, and it takes longer for the trough to kick the second ball into play. I know I've heard that one before. Aaron is not happy
Well,
about that.
One thing I'm going to say about this is I guess we probably should have made a little more known is this particular getaway has been having some issues. I'm not sure. Maybe you can fill me in with that free ride light.
Yeah. So the free ride light, it's not like the light.
I think one of us probably needs to maybe go out there.
I think Aaron is demanding an instant replay.
Is there another board member out there that can talk to Mr. Bendickson?
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any.
We got Mr. Bendickson.
Why? Oh, you didn't want it.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to take a break and get this situation figured out. Yeah, the ball. It isn't like the game might have just plunged on its own.
Hold up. So apparently, when you get a tilt warning, it auto plunges the ball, and it plunged Mr. Bendickson's ball, and it was just over. So we're gonna get a ruling on that and get back to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stay here. We got the board members discussing the situation. We'll get it figured out. It's just one of those things, man. You know, it's just pinball, but it's definitely a tough break. So I think what they're discussing here is all the technicalities of pinball. When things like this happen in competitive pinball, it really gets a little sticky. You got to break it down and figure out, you know, what the rules state and go with that. It's a hard situation. I don't know. We'll see how they're going to handle this. Mr. Bendickson, I think, is going to have to get compensated in some way. It's just one of those deals, you know. We'll get it figured out. Make everybody happy. I will say that Michael Warfield there at the end of his ball just. I guess we're getting it going here.
Dispatch, this is 504. Suspect wearing a red light. Over. Roger, 504. Apprehend him.
So I'm assuming that.
All right. So the ruling was it's not a tilt through, and it doesn't matter anyway because he was getting last. Because a tilt through, you have to actually tilt the ball. Warning does not count, as far as I know from Papa rules. But that's what caused the ball to auto launch, is because it gave a tilt warning on Aaron's ball, and auto launched it.
It carried over the end of Michael Warfield's movements carried over into Eric Bendickson's ball. Is that correct?
Yes, and then it auto launched it while Aaron wasn't there. It's funny because it looked like he drained on purpose, but he actually didn't. He just wasn't even there.
It did look like that. I didn't even realize that he wasn't even standing at the machine.
Yeah.
So Tim Tournay's rolling along here. I'm not sure what's going on with the scores, but he's definitely in video mode. The video mode's lucrative little points in a tournament setting like this. I mean, it's going to be like 25 million, something like that. It's not bad, but he does get a crash there. Ends up not quite finishing it, but still 16 million.
So you notice the Burn Rubber Award gave him some RPMs. In tournament mode, the Burn Rubber Awards always go in the same order. So eventually, I think one of them is multi-ball.
Yep.
So he just needs literally one more RPM, and he will start Supercharger. But that's not going to happen, as the ball, unfortunately, has drained.
Still in control of this match, though, Tim, at the moment. We got Aaron Garberding going to try and change that situation, though. Tim Tournay, man, he's a fighter. Coming through the wild card, putting up scores, rolling.
Yes, he is. All right, he's got his lock lit. Let's see.
That's a nice shot.
That's third lock. That's lock number 3. So that will be multi-ball if he can lock it up.
Now, it came down that left in lane. Would you maybe just held your flipper up and put that onto the right flipper to try and get that lock?
I probably would have. I don't know how it would have ended up. I definitely come from that school of why take a shot on the fly to a random area. Always just try to get the ball to where you want it to go.
That's a good point.
But you know,
He pulls it off anyway, right
depends,
there.
Yeah, it depends on how the game's playing.
That's right. And
Ooh.
he just jacks one right back into the donut house.
All right. So he has multi-ball lit now. Or, yes, it is lit. And collected? Almost.
He's playing with some really, really nice finesse on this ball. I think, you know, he knows he's kind of fighting.
So we're going
for
to
his
see
life.
a post-pass attempt here. No? Okay. Oh, he was going for the... oh, there we go. There's the pass over.
Yep.
That's what we wanted to see.
That was the shot. That's the shot that we like. And this is going to be lucrative for him. No matter what he does with it, he's going to get some solid points out of this. It should creep him back, you know, somewhere up into the, you know, into the upper, being the leader of this match.
So there we go. So he shot the supercharger. So he has to wait for the ball to shoot around that loop. And, oh, that was interesting. He got hosed. It kind of stopped counting for him. All right, so the jackpot's lit on the left loop or the upper loop.
He's playing with a really nice intensity, I got to say. I mean, I kind
Oh,
of
that
feel
was
like...
weird. That had some weird spin on it.
Yep.
All right, so he's going to watch that upper flipper and see if it gives him a nice shot. Are there 2 balls in the tunnel right now?
I think so. He's still running. The multi-ball
There it is.
mode is
There's
running.
the jackpot.
That's what he wanted.
I have no idea where the other ball is.
And that shot right there brings him definitely right into this match. He's a solid player in this match.
All right, so now he just needs one more shot to that ramp to light the super. Whoa, that was good. Oh, that's gone.
He was attempting looks like a little tap pass over to the right flipper off of the left, but just a little too much tap.
Yeah, kind of sailed out the perfect swan dive.
And that's it right there. That's the end of the game.
Oh, he did not catch player 3.
So what was the final there? Tim Tournay won that match?
I believe so.
Aaron Garberding second. Is that correct?
Yep, and then Aaron Bendickson and Michael Warfield takes another last, so he's going to have to really kill it next game.
Yep, he's pretty much got to get a 4 points there for the win.
So Tim is safe. He is moving on. He's also secured himself a high seed for the next round with 8 points.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I just had to leave.
Oh, actually. Oh, no. Aaron has another ball. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're
Aaron has another ball.
that's right. We got to fix that little
yeah, here.
that
I'm going to go
little
make sure
dispute.
that runs smoothly.
Okay. Yeah, so this match isn't quite finished yet. We could have some definite changes in the order. I mean, because we had that little dispute where Aaron Bendickson's ball got auto plunged on him from the Michael Warfield rage tilt. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. He did seem a little upset though. Here we go. We got Mr. Bendickson coming in to see what kind of points he can pad up onto his score. Oh, and he's getting some excellent slap save there. And I think that might have even been his second one of this early in this ball.
Blue Moose, yes. Aaron loses all game state. Unfortunately, as a general rule, you don't replicate game state unless it's a completely critical part of the game, such as double bonus on ball 5 on an EM or a missed on Dracula. Because there's actually advantages for starting at a clean slate as well.
Oh, that's a good point. This is something that you don't really think about that much unless you play a lot of competitive pinball.
So, because he can still get his easy gear shifting points for gears 1 and 2, and it's a lot easier.
A little bit easier to collect some points in a situation like that.
I think the cat in the room has got me. My allergies just.
Rod's cat. We gotta vacuum up some of that hair here.
Here, I gotta excuse myself.
Okay. Well, when Raymond gets back, we'll get this situation here, this match, this little bonus ball for Bendickson figured out. He's putting up some points. I mean, I think we're gonna have an interesting situation by the time this ball is over, because he's putting up some good moves there. Oh, and he gets a tough straight down the middle drain. Pretty much unsafe again.
Really good ball.
Yeah, puts up a good ball.
Right.
Didn't get you to eat.
We got a crazy match going.
So it looks like
Did Bendickson's score help him
I don't
out at all?
think 36 plus the 12 that he had will pass the other players. What do they have?
We had a 72 and a 83, I believe.
So I don't think it affected anything.
Yeah.
So I think we're going into game 3 here.
I just had to go play AC/DC in the garage, and I had like 35 million jackpot, and guess what happened? I just kind of missed what happened. I drained, by the way. I see what happened. Go back to what I said about a half an hour ago. I was talking about before this round started.
That comes later in the evening.
Hard because of this microphone can't stretch. We're kind of compressed by this. We can't put it anywhere. Yeah. So. Oh, I don't want to hold them. How about this? Sit here, dude. See what happens. Oh, we can see right here.
Shot for that video was 3 times. Really? Well, I didn't like it. Oh, okay. But it's one where it's like Merlin's speaking. No, I didn't do that. It was like,
All right, hey, dude. We have to figure out. I just jumped in on this the point situation here, so we can update it. And obviously, we're on Monster Bash. I was in the garage, Kevin. I didn't see what happened at the end of the last game. You don't have to explain it because the people watching saw it. But do need to get a point update.
Update? Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Thanks. Okay, so hold up.
So I have your first.
Garberding is at 1. Oh,
So he got 2.
the Warfield.
Okay, so it's all set there. Is that
Except
right? Everything there.
this?
We're on gate. Garberding's got how much? Yeah, exactly. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
What do you expect? Silver ball, 2 flippers. It's always gonna be some shenanigans.
Always.
There's gonna be some controversy. Always gonna be some liquor. Hey, no. Actually, just leave it right here. But yeah. There was that one website that you can get. You can listen to these sounds of all these games. Anyway.
Yeah. The
We'll get
site
to
that
that
we
second.
cannot talk about.
Yeah,
on
we
here.
can't talk about it, but it's there. All right, player one. Is Michael again? We're at the third game where he's player one?
Yep.
Wow. Is
Well-
any of the order changed
No,
here?
no, no. It shouldn't, because at this point, right, Aaron is picking all 3 games if he wants. So
Really? So anyway, just relax, Kevin. We'll just figure it out. I don't think people. Hey, dude. Hey, hit that door, dude. Don't be telling me not to, man. All right, dude. Where we at? We're player one here. I just heard the drain sound. All right, we know how this game's playing. We know. But you know what? It's playable.
no, this game is totally playable. So
I'm of the philosophy that you could shoot the Wolfman shot orbit. You could shoot it easily.
no, but here's the thing. You know, Kaylee was telling me earlier, it might not be a bad strat to just creature out. If the speed
you-
coming back from the creature is good and you can bounce it over,
Yeah.
then just playing creature.
And you're talking about bouncing over from the left to the right flipper,
yeah,
yes?
playing that like 4 or 5 times may win you the game.
Yeah.
And if the feed is comfy, you know,
Harsh. I understand. I'm kind of curious to see. Well, plus we've had problems of it coming out of that scoop. I'm really curious to see.
yeah,
What?
I hope they fix that.
Yeah. But yeah, usually that it coming out of there, if you can even if you trap it on the left flipper.
You can like post pass it or do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. All right, that's the danger right there. It hits the top of the sling sometimes coming out of the pops. That shot I do not like. I've been seeing it come down when it doesn't reach all the way. Aye. That's a danger, folks. Player number 4 is Aaron Garberding. What an interesting position to play. To be player 4 all 3 games. I
Yeah,
think
you
it
know,
was a-
this is an interesting game because no one has done anything. I would personally pick off some Frankie hits.
Okay, right now, where do we go, Kevin? Where do we go?
Frank.
Frank.
Or not.
You know what? I agree with the Frank thing because you at least want to get it ready to roll, even if you drain. Everyone at pretty much one point wants to get Frank rolling, whether they carry another mode with it or not. So I would be shooting for Frank. Kevin's looking around like he just saw a ghost or something.
No, I'm just thinking like the mic sounded really weird. But,
Oh.
we'll see. Okay, so Aaron Garberding trying to put up some
Oh,
points.
he's shooting for it, Kevin. He's shooting for that. Okay, let's see what curious to see how it just pops out of here.
Let's see what he does.
Ah,
The sling is pretty dead, so you should be able to get away with that.
I think he was shooting for the middle shot. Oh no, he's working on Frankie.
Okay, what? Ah, that was weird, huh?
Sketchy right there.
I don't know what was going on there.
Let's just say this color DMD is looking good. I like it on this machine.
It really is. Okay, so in this multi-ball, the goal is to hit Frank a bunch, get the organ, which is his instrument. I think you have to hit it 5 times?
Yeah, you want to shoot for those blinking red arrows, basically, too.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
primarily you want to hit
you
Frank.
shoot Frank, yeah, but it helps to get
Oh,
those.
and a double drain.
I don't know.
That was a pretty low scoring.
What did he end up with?
Only 8 something. So this is game 3, so I should have updated
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of rough there because you want to maximize the Frankenstein multiplier, or at least get 15 million out of it possible. I mean, you could do it, but anyway, I'm not playing the game. They are.
Yeah, we're just the trash talker.
Yeah, but gee, Kevin, it awaits you soon. You'll be jumping into
Soon, not that soon. 2 rounds.
this. 2 rounds.
Well, 1 round. What is it? Bobby comes in next, and then I.
Yeah,
go?
Bobby comes in and you come. Kevin, how was your trip to Popeyes? How
I'm not gonna
satisfying?
lie when I say it was goddamn magnificent.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah.
So. All right. Not a lot going on coming into ball 2. Yeah.
Looks like he's shooting for the middle there.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes some people like to play this game where they just try and start mosh pit multi and do nothing else. And pilot error. That's 100% pilot error.
Yeah, that's
I hate those drains. It hits the lane guide and just comes down the middle.
Yeah, sometimes too the game will flash and go dark at those moments too, like really brief. This kind of will catch you, off guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pilot error. All right.
Yeah. The worst offender for that by far is Walking Dead, by the way.
Yeah. No, definitely. It drives me crazy actually, the blackouts. It's like people are shooting Frank. They're going for it. Oh, you don't want it to go even close to the outline. One more shot there. Taking the chances. Let's see if he gets something from this.
Nope, you don't. In tournament mode, it's 75K every
Oh,
shot.
really?
Yep.
Oh,
so
good.
there's no free awards. And also, Phantom Flip is turned off entirely.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, that's good the scoop's turned off because it just gives you stuff.
Yeah. I kind of wish it would give you stuff in a more interesting way.
Yeah.
Like AFM does in tournament mode with the newer ROM. But,
if it gave, like if you got like a button push or whatever, what do they call that?
Yeah.
But I heard you and Kaylee talking about mixing and matching in the game. The flippers getting.
Like if this game had weak flippers mode.
Yeah, actually, it'd be fun. Is that Frank right there?
Yeah, Frank is almost ready.
Yeah.
He should be shooting that.
Yeah,
You know what? At this point, Aaron really just needs a. Well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he needs anything but last. So I would say at this point,
I shoot Frank.
Just start Frank.
Wow, he went for it. Look at that. Let's see if we get the shot right here. Beautiful. Look at that carrying.
Here's the thing. He knew he was going to make that shot to the right ramp, and he knew it fed the right flipper.
Yeah.
So, if you have that kind of confidence.
Yeah, he was confident, man. You're
you
right.
take the shot, and
Definitely.
I mean, if you're playing this game for a high score, or you're player 1, ball 1, you might as well try and stack in all the votes.
Yeah.
But he kind of knew what the situation was, and he made the right move, I think.
Yeah, no, he's feeling it.
Every time that ball goes in that scoop, I'm like watching it. Is it going to kick out?
Oh, the creature scoop, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions, or whatever, please just let us know. We're always looking to talk about stuff.
Yeah,
Or if there's anything you want to see, anyone you want to talk to who's here, just let us know. We'll either get them, answer your question, or tell you you're stupid.
Or you could tell us we're stupid.
Yeah, you can tell us we're stupid. You can tell us you never want to see
flowing.
us screaming.
He's got the bride ramps going.
He's almost done with bride.
Yeah.
The ball and chain is getting really valuable. So, and the timer's reset with the center shot. Yeah, live catch. Yeah, or drop catch. Is what I meant. Nice.
Still, it was good.
Yep. He nailed it.
Oh, it's feeling confident
He's got his
now.
last chance and he's not taking it. He's just not taking it.
Yeah, man, that's some points right there. Oh, he's just. Ooh. Good plan. Monster Bash is cranked up. Like, get the sound. The bass.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's is that Mosh Pit? No. It's Draken Mummy.
Yeah,
I like can't even see which insert is which. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh, that was a beautiful drop catch.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That's like textbook right there. He's just
Oh,
taking-
there. I was gonna say if he's pressing his button because I heard him
he's,
press it.
He's just taking pot shots
Yeah.
at that shit.
Oh, look at that. Blowing his way right now.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm all about the mummy.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, he's still going. Get some control, brother. Let's see. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Man, it's hard. It just doesn't want to stay down on that left flipper.
No.
Oh.
You know what? Whatever. That's
Exactly.
He's got to be happy with that. He's only 2 monsters away from Bash, and I mean they're kind of hard, but I think he could do it.
Player 3 is Tim.
Yes. So TNT is going to be. Well, he doesn't care at this point. I would say, he should use this game to get warmed up on the games, but he's been playing these 6 games since 10 in the morning. So.
It's something I mentioned earlier before the getaway game stuff. You know, you're playing all you got the advantage. At the same time, though, like how much can you keep it up? You know?
I was gonna say it's kind of like if you were to graph it out, there's this point where like more practice doesn't help and you just start getting tired.
Yeah, that's the thing about getting tired and you're going. You know,
especially if you're Tim. You've been playing since 10 in the morning.
Yep.
It's like it's pretty brutal.
I'm the type of person though, like will throw a cookie in my body, get quick sugar or something, or I don't know when you eat. You got. Because you start to fall off a little bit, energy-wise, focus-wise.
Yep.
But what am I saying? He's got 8 points right now, so we'll see how it goes.
TNT is killing it.
This is what you were talking about, Kevin. Creature.
Yep. See, you can just hold up the flipper. That's good to know. I might need to use that later.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, but
Big points.
He could just keep shooting it back into the creature.
Yeah.
So maybe he will. Maybe he doesn't know. I don't know.
I don't know. When I was playing it, man, the left orbit, the Wolfman orbit feels good, but
Yeah, but the speed coming down, even though you can.
yeah,
loop
you want to
past-
shoot it. I understand to get the ball right back.
Nah, you want something safe. But you're right. The orbit is easy to shoot.
What's he got there? Is that 3 or
18.
5?
Oh, Michael is at 3. So
All right, Michael's at 3 million, and we're on ball
basically
3.
nothing going, so he needs a lot.
He's got Dracula lit, yes?
Yeah, but I would never shoot for that.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is
nothing
lit.
going, but-
So, like, even if he finishes the mode, it's still only going to be 10 million. So,
You want to switch places, man?
maybe.
Let's do it right now. Dude, you got a big head, man, because these things are loose.
This one has nice skin.
No, I don't know if that was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, we're good.
Oh, no. In Spanish, they say, cuidado, be careful.
Bola Salvada.
What?
Bola Salvada? Ball save.
Oh.
You
Oh.
never seen that?
No, never. Oh, like when the game's in Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah. That's funny. The game I remember playing in Spanish, Pinball, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
That's
no.
a funny game
You know,
to play.
Kaylee's told me before that, like, in tournament play, if the game has the English-Spanish ROM, he'll play the game in Spanish, player one. just to, like, mess with his opponents.
That's funny. Here's one of my favorite modes. I don't know why. This feels good hitting the orbit. It's dangerous. Oh. All right, let me see. Let's see if I can get these scores in my. He had 44 there. That was.
Aaron may take the win.
Yeah, he may take
Either
the win.
way, Michael is definitely out. So
Okay.
actually, no one needs to play.
Uh huh. Oh, points. Yeah.
Now,
Points.
yep, Michael is definitely out of the tournament.
You're basically playing though, aren't you? Playing for kind of the seed.
Yes,
of,
you
yeah.
are playing for the position of pick in the next round.
Yeah.
So the 3 players who move on to the next round, their order is not determined by their initial seed. Their order is determined by their finish in the previous round. So, like, the highest finishing player of those 3 players, right, who advanced on,
Yeah.
gets first pick behind the player who's coming in.
Right. Right. It's interesting to know here if you knew you were into the next round, like how you play, like it's a different deal. Like
Absolutely.
How you're feeling this.
Absolutely.
Kevin, you're making me nervous. You're yawning right now, and you gotta play.
I know I gotta play.
Oh, you think it's there, and it's not.
That's like such a hard mode tournament drain, Oh man.
The interesting thing about this is the type of game Tim just had.
Yeah.
And he is going through, but I mean, if you were strategically trying to get him out or so on and so forth, I mean, it's the kind of game that you wanted, but the other games count too. What you got over there? For the fun of it, I would go. I would like that mosh pit multi. All right, game is done.
So that's the round.
Come on, match. Come on, everybody plays pinball knows. Come on, match. Come on, match. Match. 280s there. Oh man. Ooh.
Everyone loses. No free credits. Okay, so that's that round over. I guess we will be waiting for round 7 now, where Bobby Conover is coming into the tournament. He is what, 5th seed?
I think so.
No, sorry,
yeah.
4th
No.
seed. So
What seed were you?
3.
Then Stave and then Raymond. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Bobby
We're
is
kind of
4th
going.
seed.
We're kind of going through this the time.
Kind of, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was supposed to come in at 7 o'clock, and that's not going to happen.
Oh, right.
We're actually running a little bit behind.
Here, you hand me my phone.
Yeah, okay.
Bobby is 4th seed.
Yeah, Bobby is 4th seed.
Well, Kevin,
Yep.
did you talk about the tournament next week? I think you did.
Did
yeah?
I talk about
Hello.
Hey.
Michael, do you want to talk? Do you want to?
Yeah, okay, here. Let's go to the boot camp.
We're going to talk to Michael Warfield, who was just eliminated there in the last round. Just kind of ask him a couple of questions. And I'll let you know, Michael, if you're coming through. This is an interview, not an interrogation. So, you ready, dude?
Yeah.
Here,
What's
put
going
that
on,
mic-
pinballers?
That's good. That's good. Hey, well, I got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
Well, I know you're not in it anymore. I got knocked out earlier. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird thing to come on the microphone and talk about it. But what's on your mind right now? How do you feel
Sure.
about what just happened?
Sure. Well, to be honest, I'm actually kind of relieved because with this outed element, I've been talking on Facebook.
Oh, I have to do that.
Yeah. I was really excited because I've never been in a tournament where they're actually focusing on the gameplay and like Papa style.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh shit, there it goes.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's a little different than like when we played during the year at the regular Seattle Pinball League
Yeah.
events. So, hey, I'm curious about what were you thinking? Because you got to pick the first game.
Yeah.
I was curious about your thought process of why you picked Super Soccer and come in with a certain plan, so on and so forth. Or
Yeah. I initially chose Super Soccer because I feel like I tend to do better on the older games. They're more simplistic. All in all, I feel better about it. I feel like I have better control over the ball, and just I
Okay.
don't know. It's not much to it. I just
Yeah. Okay. Good. I was just curious. I asked that of people because you see where you are in the round or when you're coming in, and you see the games that are played, and then it goes through your head like, okay, if I'm going to pick the game, what games am I going to pick, and who's going to be in my round, and blah blah blah. So that's why I asked you that.
certainly.
Yeah, that's good. And by the way, someone's telling you here in the chat.
Or
Someone's congratulating you just in general to say nice job. I'm trying to move over to this little chat window there. There it is. See?
oh
That's
yeah,
good. Yeah.
what's that? Zelectra.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a former Seattleite, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anything else on your mind there, Michael?
Yeah. Man, these games were hard.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I know. But, it's like we had some discussions earlier of why they're set up that way, so on and so forth. And I think optimally, they do make you better or
Definitely.
train you, and
Definitely.
you put in certain situations, so on and so forth. And then next time, there's always next time, So,
Yeah.
But dude, I agree with you. They are hard. And,
Yeah. But when it comes to championships, you do gotta step it up, and like it's you don't want to like go through life just like a cakewalk. Like when you become an adult, you get responsibilities, and
it's always interesting talking to people in pinball because when you start to talk to them about stuff, it's not just about pinball. It's like, well, in life, it's like pinball, and it's true. See, people might think we're freaks playing pinball, but it actually is life. It is life. So, dude, I completely understand. Hey, man, congratulations on just getting to the spot and playing with great players. I know you didn't make it, but you still did a great job, dude. Just want to say that to you, and you've improved a lot in your game just in the last year. And there you go, man. I don't know, now you get to relax and watch other people sweat.
Yeah.
So
and get to play more pinball.
Get to play more pinball, man.
That's one thing I love.
Yeah, right on, brother. Right on. Well,
Or I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't love it.
Yeah, somebody asked me, he's like, you have to have fun. I'm like, no, I don't have fun in the tournaments. It's not fun. Afterwards is fun, or doing this is just fun. But so on and so forth. So anyway, I don't know. We got to find out here what's going on the next round.
Yeah.
So on and so forth, and then the game set up. But just, I know you're sitting here. See, there's 26 viewers. 26 whopping viewers.
I told my family and friends that this was happening, so
cool.
Hopefully one or two of them are
watching.
tuning in.
All right.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad, if you're there.
Yeah, is that the first hi, Mom, today? I think it is. Yeah, so what else? I don't know if you want to just sit here and chill a little bit or not.
Sure.
If you're just...
No, I love this. I like answering questions.
Yeah, okay. Let me, here's another. What 3 games did you just play? You just played Super Soccer. You played Monster Bash. What was the middle? Getaway.
Getaway.
It was Getaway. Okay. And how do you know Getaway?
I kind of get the gist of it a little bit. I play a lot of high speed on Farsight Studios, the pinball arcade, and I noticed that they kept that initial layout of the playfield, and that's one of a game that I really enjoy and appreciate, because at heart I am a Williams fan.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's it's interesting. The whole thing about whether it's Farsight Studios or lately I've been playing Pinball Hall of Fame, Williams Pinball Hall of Fame on the Xbox 360.
That's what got me started.
And I'm playing, and honestly, man, it just makes me want to go play a real game. But I was playing with someone who was 12 years old, and they were watching me play. I was playing Medieval Madness, hitting jackpot after jackpot, which never happened in real life.
Yeah.
But I was doing it. And he's asking me, he's like, how do you know these rules, or how do you know this and that? And I was explaining to him what it is. But on those games, they do explain the rules to you. And, so if you are a new player, yeah, it doesn't get your like hand-eye coordination, muscle memory thing going on. But as for learning rule sets, it actually is a good thing. And so, the fact that you is there any other games that you play like what do you play on, by the way? What video game system are you playing those on?
I'm playing PC.
On a PC. So
It used to be Xbox 360, but
yeah.
But I am too cheap to own Xbox Live.
I understand though. But I've been hearing this a lot lately. There's a lot of people who are learning rule sets and so on and so forth because of those, and it's very interesting. Michael.
Yes.
Do you play on any local leagues or anything like that?
Yeah.
You play on a team in one of the bar teams, don't you?
Yeah,
I played on the Pinball Seattle.
Which team do you play for?
I play for another Castle Berserkers.
Okay.
I am I'm a captain for the team. It's kind of hard to say that. I think it's a collaborated effort between myself and my co-captain, Aaron Garberding.
Mm-hmm. Who you were just playing with.
Yes, I know. I know. It was fate for the two captains to play against each other.
Well, that's cool though, because so that interesting thing that happens when you play pinball within your group or community and stuff, and then there's something like in your case, it's on a pinball team you're on, and then you're playing that person, and it's always interesting the dynamics there and so on and so forth. But things are flowing right and things are comfortable. You're happy for the other player too if they go ahead and healthy competition is good. I'm a shit talker myself, so I when I'm with my friends, like to rib each other, egg each other on, but so on and so forth. All right, hey, you do me a favor, dude, because
sure.
Can you check on what's happening over there, like why we haven't jumped?
Sure.
Is there any way you could do that? Because
sure, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out at this point I know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
It's weird being in this other room.
Yeah. And
thanks,
also,
dude.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to you all for tuning in.
Yep.
This is a really cool event.